Nobody teaches you the one sentence that makes a motivated seller actually pick up the phone. And honestly, that silence is costing investors thousands of dollars every single month. We are out here cold calling, texting, and door knocking like it is 1999, and most of us are getting ghosted harder than a bad first date. The dirty secret of cold outreach is that almost every investor is leading with the wrong thing entirely, pitching their company, their credibility, their cash offers, before the seller even trusts that you are a real human being. You skipped the relationship and went straight to the transaction. And sellers can smell that from 3 area codes away. Think of it like walking into a party and immediately asking someone to lend you money before you even know their name. That is basically what, "Hi, I buy houses for cash. Are you interested in selling?" sounds like to a distressed homeowner. The script is not the problem. The energy behind the script is, and sellers are wired to detect desperation or agenda before you even finish your first sentence. Here's what actually works, and it is almost embarrassingly simple. Lead with curiosity, not a pitch. Something like, "Hey, I came across your property on such and such street. I was just curious, have you ever thought about doing anything different with it?" Opens a door instead of slamming a brochure in someone's face. The word curious is doing a tremendous amount of psychological heavy lifting in that one sentence, because it signals that you are exploring, not hunting. Research in behavioral economics consistently shows that people are far more likely to engage when they feel like they are being invited into a conversation rather than targeted for a sale. Now here is the irony that should make every investor laugh a little. The softer your opener, the harder the lead converts down the line. Markets went through an era where aggressive, high-pressure scripts were celebrated like they were some kind of dark art. And then collectively, sellers got smarter and started hanging up faster than ever. Think about the 1990s infomercial era. Everyone was shouting about their product being the best, the fastest, the cheapest, and audiences tuned it out completely. We are living through that exact same correction in real estate outreach right now, where the investors still yelling cash offer, close in 7 days, are essentially running an infomercial nobody asked to watch. What the top performers figured out, quietly, is that permission-based curiosity paired with a local hook absolutely destroys generic scripts in response rates. Saying something like, "I noticed the property on Elm Street. I actually invest in this neighborhood specifically. Do you have a minute?" Plants a flag of legitimacy before you have even asked for anything. There is a long history of this principle working across sales, from door-to-door encyclopedia reps in the 1960s to modern SaaS cold emailers, and the pattern is always the same. Hyper-specific, low-pressure openers outperform volume-blasting templates every single cycle. The people who ignore that history keep buying lists and wondering why their cost per deal is climbing while their competition is closing deals with a 3-sentence text. A common misconception is that motivated sellers need to be convinced, but the truth is they are already halfway there. They just need to feel safe enough to say it out loud. Your job in that first message or call is not to close them. It is simply to make the conversation feel like the most natural thing in the world. The practical lesson here is to test 2 or 3 curiosity-led openers with a genuine neighborhood reference. Track your response rate over 30 days and never fall in love with one script the way investors fall in love with one market. Process beats conviction every single time, and the investor who tracks data unemotionally will always outlast the one who swears by their gut. Size your effort the same way you size a deal. Do not blow your entire outreach budget or emotional energy on one list or one channel before you have proof of concept. Discipline in your follow-up sequence, patience between touches, and consistency in your messaging cadence is what separates the investors closing 2 deals a month from the ones closing 2 deals a year. At the end of the day, real estate investing is a people business wearing a numbers costume, and the outreach line that gets sellers to respond is the one that reminds them you are a person, not a machine. Discipline, sizing, and consistency are the actual strategy. The clever line is just the door handle. You do not need to be the smoothest talker in the room. You need to be the most consistently curious, the most locally relevant, and the most patient follow-upper, and the math will take care of itself. Whether the market is hot, cold, or completely sideways, the investor who shows up with a thoughtful opener and a real follow-up system is comfortable with almost any outcome. And if you are ready to stop guessing and start building a real outreach system, whether you are jumping into real estate investing, need contracting work done on a property, or want to connect with the right lenders, check out our links in the description below.